This episode of Penn Point is brought to you by Go to Assist Express. Support smarter with Go to Assist Express. I want to talk about Dana. She just sent me this. She did an answer to one of the Penn Points on YouTube or on her station, which I think is like PJTV, which is confusing because it's like my initials too. And she's this woman that was on Larry King with me, and she's like a Tea Party person, right? And she has this great groovy logo, which is like a snake and don't tread on me, and I'm all with her on all of that. So she did this Penn Point that answers me, and I think she's really groovy, and I like her. And you know, when you're supposed to do these like feuds, like the internet, a lot of the internet is like professional wrestling. So I'm supposed to like say, you know, you fucking bitch, what are you, and I'm not going to do any of that because I like her. She seems cool. But what I'm not willing to do is I don't like her enough that I'm going to learn how to pronounce her last name. Her last name is, let me see, Loesch. Loesch? It's not that hard. I should be able to handle it. The problem is not her name being stupid. The problem is me just not ever being good pronouncing names. And when she makes fun of my name and says it's Jillette, I appreciate her doing that. She's completely right. Because my dad's folks are from Newfoundland, which is a really cool place. My name should be spelled Gillette. That's the way it should be spelled. It should be spelled Gillette and probably pronounced Gillette. I don't know. My grandfather changed the spelling from Gillette to Jillette because he said that the J sound was J and the G sound was G. So if it was Gillette, it should be with a J. Real genius, my grandfather, huh? Real genius. Anyway, so let's do this, Dana. I'll call you Dana, you call me Penn. Now, first of all, I want to tell you, I don't watch myself on TV. So when I do these Penn Points, I never see them again. And watching Dana's little bullshit thing on me, and I mean because she called bullshit on me, not because her thing was bullshit. When she did the thing on me, you know, I didn't remember a lot of this stuff. When I do these Penn Points, I do them in like this little hole in the studio, in my house, and I don't watch the stuff. So all I'm going is with my memory, which is wrong. So when she busts me on stuff, if she busts me on anything, like if you watch the Dana clip, just assume she's right and I'm wrong, because she's clearly watched the clip and paid attention to it and knew exactly what I said and showed the clip and stuff. And so she's like making sense and I'm talking out my ass. She's a political pundit that goes on TV and does this stuff professionally, and her job is to be professional politically, and my job is to do fucking magic tricks. So, okay, who are you going to believe? Believe her and not me. So I just want to tell you that. And also, I don't watch myself on TV because when I watch myself, I just don't come across the way I think I come across. Like when I'm doing these, like, in my mind, I look like Lou Reed and I sound like Iggy Pop. I mean, in my mind, that's the way it is. And I feel like I'm making the points like that. And then when I actually watch it, I'm like Sasquatch on speed. I'm just like the Sasquatch doughboy who's just jacked out of his mind on something and talking too fast and not clearly enough and just too fucking big, you know? All that stuff bothers me. So I don't watch myself for obvious reasons. And Dana, of course, watches herself all the time because she's good looking. Of course she watches herself. So of course her facts are going to be more accurate because she's paying attention to what she said. If she looked like me, she'd have no fucking idea what she was saying, okay? Now, she says, I keep saying no one ever agrees with me. And it's true. She did agree with me on guns. So Dana, yeah, on the Supreme Court justice, I agree with you on everything. You're completely right. You know, we disagree with the Supreme Court nominee, everything. It's just that the hearings are just complete jive, and they're just an opportunity for people to talk about it, which I guess is a good thing. You get to go on TV, you chat about what you believe. I guess that's okay. So I'll agree with you on that too. What else did you say on this? Yeah. This whole not killing people thing, Dana, let me just tell you, you may say that I did not mean that our goal was to go over there and kill people. And I was not being like Hanoi Jane. I was not being all Jane Fonda on you. I mean, look at these abs. I don't have them. I'm not Jane Fonda, okay? But I don't think that Americans are just going over there and killing people. And I am in no way supporting terrorists. And I'm obviously, I guess maybe not obviously, I am against all terrorism. And I'll go a step further. You keep saying I'm worried about killing women and children, which I am. I'm also worried about killing men, and even old men. I'm worried about killing everybody, okay? And you say that we're allowed to disagree with you, then you go on and say this is the only way to fight terrorism. I don't think that any Americans are over there just to kill people. I don't think that's really anyone's goal. But they are killing people, and people are dying, and Americans are dying. And we should make damn fucking sure that we're absolutely right in what we're doing. And you know, Dana, you might be right. It may be that the only way to fight terrorism is to go overseas and bring the war to them. But it might also be that when we go overseas and bring the war to them, we also give them a common enemy and also piss them off. And yes, it's horrible. And democracy is not just for white people. I couldn't agree with you more. It's certainly not just for Christians, because I don't know if you know or not, Dana, but I'm an atheist. I've mentioned that a few times here and there. That's probably, I don't know, I hope, wouldn't it be really cool if Dana were an atheist? Because there's Tea Party people that are atheists that I'm going to get more on board, you know, with the whole atheist thing. And if you guys just get more libertarian, that'd be cool with me. But I just want to say, I know there aren't Americans that are just going over there to kill people. I know there's no sort of, we're the aggressors, we're doing awful stuff. I'm just saying, we've really got to be fucking sure. You've got to be so sure before you go someplace. And also, I don't believe personally or as a country that we should force our values on other people. And I'm not talking, don't put me into some liberal fucking cultural relativism. I've been to Egypt, I've been to China, I've been to India, and I'll tell you that the way they treat women and the way they treat children in some of the places I was at the time I was there, because I'm sure it's, you know, it's probably changed, probably gotten better, I don't know, was not morally relative. It was just fucking wrong. Terrible, horrible. And those people, it's terrible. I just don't know how much we can play cop to the whole world. I just don't know. Maybe those people have to liberate themselves. Maybe they can't. So my argument with you, Dana, is a really strong, I don't fucking know. All I know is that we should always entertain the option of not killing people. And even though our goal is not to kill people, and even though we're not trying to do things that are bad, people are still dying. Women and children are dying, civilians are dying, and American service people are dying, and I'm against all of that. And I wasn't saying the American military was bloodthirsty. I wasn't saying any of that liberal shit. I was just saying, man, if you're fucking sending drones over and blowing people's fucking asses off, you gotta make sure that you're doing it completely right. And I also believe that a half-assed war is wrong. If you've decided, it's that whole thing like don't pull a gun unless you intend to use it, right? I think we agree on that. You know, you don't pull a gun to scare somebody. Once you pull a gun and point it at somebody, you should be really prepared to blow their fucking brains out. So if we're gonna go to war with somebody, we better make sure they're the right people. Better make sure the ones that did 9/11. Better make sure there aren't innocent people in the way, and then fucking kill them all. And that's the tough thing. Once you've declared a war on terror, terror is not a country, terror is a technique. It's like declaring a war on drugs. All that shit you declare a war on that isn't actually something you can fight against is, I think, you got to think twice about it. But Dana, thanks a lot for even paying the time to watch what I did, and I watched it back. And if you do another one about me, don't use clips of me, because then I won't watch it. I'm very happy watching you. I like looking at you. I don't want to look at me. So if you just want to say what I said and quote me, go ahead and quote me wrong. I'd rather be quoted wrong than have to look at me doing these things. These things are made for other people, not for me. So Dana, thanks a lot for caring. Something else says, oh yeah. When you do the I can't do it with that hand. When you do the thumb thing, let me put this down. When you do the thumb thing, Dana, you were doing this over to the side. You were kind of making fun of Teller because I disagree with you on something. You're making fun of Teller. So you're doing this over in the corner and not saying anything. Usually I find it's better to use your middle finger, and it's also better to come into it so that you're doing that kind of thing. I haven't worked in this in a long time. What you don't want to do is just slide back and forth like you're doing. You want to actually get into it, like that, and then come out of it. And by the way, Dana, that may look like a stupid trick, and you may have done that in order to ridicule Teller and me, for doing magic, and that's perfectly reasonable. You should ridicule everyone who does magic for every reason. But I just want to tell you that that's the trick that Houdini did for Arthur Conan Doyle's. This is recorded in this, I think it's the Silverman book on Houdini, that he did that trick. And Silverman's a real careful biographer. He gets like 2 sources on everything and like does it right. Not the way I do it, like half-assed, like I do these. But he got it from 2 sources, that's the trick that Houdini did for like Conan Doyle's, one of his small relatives, maybe a nephew or niece or something. And that Conan Doyle believed he could actually separate his thumb like that, or his finger, whichever one he did it with. So that trick that you're making fun of Teller, because I guess your point is that Teller does shitty magic or something, which is kind of, you're not really doing that. You're just kind of making a joke about magic. But I'll tell you, I'm a shitty magician, but Teller is fucking great, and I will fight you on that, because Teller's one of the greatest magical minds alive today, along with Darren Brown and Ricky Jay and a few others that are just Banachek. Wonderful magic minds. So Dana, I'm not going to say your last name. Please forgive me for mispronouncing your name. Please forgive me for misrepresenting what you said on Larry King. And please don't make me watch any more of myself, okay? If you're in technical support, I want to tell you an easy way to save time, money, and make you look like a hero to clients and colleagues. GoToAssist Express, brought to you by our friends at Citrix, is an easy and secure remote support solution. With GoToAssist Express, you can see and solve the problem without being there in person. And you never want to be there in person. GoToAssist Express is specifically designed for small businesses and professionals to support clients. And the best part is that with GoToAssist, you don't have to pre-install software on your customers' machines, so you can instantly start supporting them online. Try GoToAssist Express free for 30 days. For this special offer, you must visit gotoassist.com/point. That's gotoassist.com/point, POINT, for a free trial. It's free, man. What can go wrong?